in order to get a diameter, what do? We multiply the radius times what?
What's the radius?
I don't know. You wanted me to start with one. I can't get a radius.
You can't start with one.
Yeah, that's right. You can't get a radius.
You have to measure it.
All right. So how about I measure?
Sean, I appreciate you.
Do you think it's possible to measure a circumference and get the radius?
Say again.
Do you think it's possible to measure a circumference and get the radius? Am I allowed to do that? Yes or no?
No, because you can't measure the circumference.
I can, and let me show you.
No, you're confined to 60. You're confined to 60 degrees south and inward.
Okay, so I'm going to measure this. I'm going to measure.
Give me more. Then I'll go measure something.
Do you believe that there are longitude lines on a map? Yes or no? Any map.
Yeah, longitude and latitude are perpendicular grid system.
Got it.
So yeah, and it can be projected onto any surface.
We'll draw a grid system. Got it.
It can be projected onto any, but you're going to have to make those 90-degree angles, and that doesn't work on a sphere. And you know that. There's no 90-degree angles on a sphere.
There are.
There's not.
So, there. You want? Okay. Let's go. Go to Google. Ready for this? Okay. Are there
Put some clothes on.
They're 90 degrees.
This is how they get all their information. Google
a sphere.
Because they didn't pay attention in school.
I actually went to the library and shit.
You guys are fucking hilarious.
No,
you have to go to Google.
Appreciate you being here too, brother.
No problem.
Here's what. Let me predict something. You're about to go. Oh, we got you. And
I don't think so. I highly doubt that.
No. You're about to say that. You're about to say, "Oh, we got you. Watch."
No, I highly doubt that.
No, a sphere itself does not have any 90-degree angles, but you can create triangles on the surface of a sphere, where each angle is 90 degrees.
So, can you show me a triangle with 3 90-degree angles to it?
Sure.
Start at the North Pole.
Just draw one real quick.
Wait. No, I can't.
Just draw one.
Turn 90 degrees.
How about show us a quadrilateral triangle? How about that?
Can you just draw one for me?
Wait, he just said, dude, Globy, did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I did. That was fucking funny.
Just draw it.
So what does quad mean? What does quad mean?
You need to go work on them. Yours flashed on the screen a second ago.
What does quad mean? What does quad mean?
Quattro, brother, quattro.
Yeah, what does that mean in English?
He doesn't get it. It's just like...
No, you don't. We're laughing at you, buddy, and so are the other 43 people in here. What does quad mean?
Can you draw me your spherical 90-degree angle?
That's what you're calling it? You're saying
what is quad mean?
Like a quadrant?
A triangle. How many sides does it have?
You mean like a quadrant?
Okay, just want everybody to know. Let's record it. Icewall says quad is a triangle.
No, I said show me a quadrilateral triangle. Then
You said quad is a triangle.
You're fucking stupid, dude.
It's
Look
crazy.
how desperate you are.
So fucking funny how stupid people are. Oh, let's remember, everybody. These people vote. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who did you vote for?
I don't care. So, I draw a grid here.
It's always the losers that say, I don't care.
I drew a grid, all right? So what I did in my car was longitude 1. I drove
down the road for 60 miles, 69 miles.
That's what I did.
But you know that's not how they established that.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. They literally didn't have cars when they established longitude and latitude.
Do you know how they did it? Do you know how they did it?
They did, yeah. Elevation angles to Polaris. Celestial navigation.
Polaris.
Yeah, 90-degree angles to Polaris.
I'm going to let Globy. I've been talking a lot. Globy, you explain.
Let your daddy take over since you're not in comfortable waters anymore. It's getting a little...
No, I just don't.
He's been doing fine.
You forgot your floaties.
It's been hilarious to listen to, actually.
Daddy, I can't tread water.
So you want to tackle how you just said the angles to Polaris only work on a flat Earth? You want to go over that?
They do, because 90-degree angles for right angles Elevation angles, they can't have curvilinear angles associated with them.
Curvilinear angles?
Yeah, curvilinear meaning angles that have curved lines to them. Those
Curvilinear?
don't happen inside of elevation angles.
Curvilinear, everybody. All right, so if you're at 45 degrees north latitude, what's your angle to Polaris?
45-degree
Yes.
angles.
45 degree angle. Okay, so then if you move to like 60th north parallel, what's your angle to Polaris?
You're literally saying them. What are you talking about?
I'm just making sure you know we're following the same conversation. So if you're
so these require flat baselines in order to establish those.
okay, whatever you say. So 60
That's
degrees.
not what I say, Globey, and you.
Oh no, that's what you say. You can use a tangent to take an angle to a star.
No, wait. Let's talk about
wait.
tangents. No, wait. No, shut up, because you let your daddy speak. Don't ever overtalk daddy.
But I
But
thought
listen,
he was my
Globey.
daddy.
Listen, Globey, with a tangent, do tangents need two physical points, like an ending and a starting point?
No.
They don't. So you can just have a line going out into infinity.
Yes.
So where does that end?
You're measuring from the horizon
How do you
up.
measure to infinity? How can you establish that?
You don't. You measure from the horizon
Well,
up
how do you know that your line's right?
because you're taking a straight line measurement to the horizon
How
from
do you do
your
that?
eye level
It's an imaginary line.
with a sextant.
It's no, but sextants don't make imaginary lines.
Yes, they do.
They do.
If I look at something,
Where's
there's
the
an
imaginary line go to?
okay. If I look at something, there's an imaginary line between my eyes and that thing I'm looking at.
Something, not
Yeah, yeah.
nothing.
If I'm looking at
nothing.
I'm looking at my monitor right now. There's an imaginary
What
line
do you
between
look
my
at?
eyes and the monitor.
What do you look at when you do that?
The horizon.
Oh, okay. So is that a
Is
physical
my pencil
thing?
straight across the globe?
Is the horizon a physical thing?
Do you have actually any like response to what I'm saying other than a condescending, derpy
No,
attitude?
Globey, I'm asking you literal questions, brother. Is the horizon a physical thing?
Yeah, this isn't science class. So listen, at 60
can you
degrees
answer-
north latitude,
No, wait. I'm answering your questions. Do you mind answering mine? Is the horizon a physical thing?
yes.
It is. It's a physical place. Like, can
Yeah.
you take me
The
to
ground
the
is
horizon?
physical. Remember,
Can
you know
you
why
take
you
me-
walk on the ground? It's physical.
Can you take me to the horizon and show me where it is?
No, because it changes as you walk.
Oh, so no, you can't. So how can you?
That doesn't mean it's not
how can you
physical.
look at the horizon if it changes?
How can you look at the horizon if it changes? That's an interesting derp you just asked me. How do I answer that question?
I don't know. That's where you're at right now.
Okay, so if I'm
Because
looking
you
at a
claim that the
building, hold
horizon
on, I'm answering your
changes,
question.
But you also claim that you're making
Sure,
measurements to
sure. Hold on, I can't.
Sure.
All right, there we go.
But you
So-
also know that it's not a physical place, right?
Yeah, chill out. So if I'm looking at a building and I'm
we're not looking at
if I'm a half a mile away from the building, if I'm half a mile away from the building, I can see the building. If I
I know
walk,
the building's a
if I
real
walk
thing.
towards that
I know
building,
it's a physical
that
thing.
building
Is
gets
the
bigger.
horizon-
It changes, yet I can still see it. I can still
Does
measure
the
to it.
horizon do that, Globey?
Yeah, the horizon moves.
It
Yeah,
moves and it
as you
gets
move.
bigger?
No, you said how can
It
you measure
changes?
something that moves?
No, you said it moves and it gets bigger and it changes.
A building, yeah.
No, the horizon we're talking about. Because
I didn't say the horizon gets
visible
bigger.
like the building.
You're
As
bad.
you said.
You're a bad troll, bro.
As you just said, the
You're not even a
horizon
good
is
troll.
physical thing,
He's a terrible troll.
just like the building. So
Yeah, you're really bad at this.
bigger too, right?
No, the horizon just moves. As I move, my reference to the horizon moves because it stays about
It's a
3 miles
physical
from me.
thing. It's just a perspective thing.
No, it's physical. It's 3 miles away from me at 6-foot observer.
3 miles away.
That's
from
that's
you at all
about 3 miles. That's where it is. Yep. If I
About.
walk towards it, it will get further away. But that doesn't mean it's not physical. It's still fucking there.
Then so you can take me to it. Like you could look out. You could be in a boat in the middle of the
Hey,
ocean
yeah.
and look at it.
Where
and
you're
then
standing
point it without
right now.
technology and then go there.
Yeah, where you're sitting right now on your mom's couch is a horizon for somebody
That's the horizon.
3 miles away.
Where is that?
Yeah, somebody right now is looking at your house going, oh, yeah,
Where is that?
that's Fresh Going Flowers' mom's house. That's my horizon.
3.5 miles away.
Where is that?
Probably about 3.5 miles away.
This is fucking funny.
Odd.
It's
Okay.
amazing. This
So,
is one of my
I know.
favorite nights.
Like,
This is odd, Globey.
I know. Tune in.
Just aim out to apparent locations. And
MC Tune and Red's Rhetoric just invited me to go live on YouTube, and I'd rather do this. This is so fun.
Starting and ending point. Isn't that weird how the tangent requires a physical starting and end point, but yet you
My
don't
mic?
have it?
Oh, hold on. My mic's
going
hot.
out to infinity.
I got it. There we go. Is that
How
better,
many
Icy Spin?
How many infinite tangents do you need to make the globe?
Okay. So are you done with science class? Can I ask you to prove your point
we're
yet?
still
Or
stuck on this tangent thing that you think you're using.
I hate when I go walking and I trip over tangents.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're everywhere, man.
I hate when I go searching for my horizon and I can just never get there.
I guess it depends on what you're using to look at it, right?
Dude, you know what I also hate? I hate
You know
when
what I
measure-
hate, though?
I hate when I measure
when I
actual
go up.
globe measurements and I
right, I
realize
lowered
they're
it.
not
I hate when I go up 40,000 feet in an airplane and expect to be able to see over that curve and my horizon go lower than me, but it doesn't. It stays right at my eye level.
Yeah, that's
what
cool.
pisses
That's
me
never
off.
happened in your life. Okay.
Yeah,
We can
boy,
talk about that. That's never happened in your life. But let's finish Polaris because we were talking about angles to things.
At your eye
So
level.
Okay.
the angles.
So listen, can any of you show me how on flat Earth the angle to Polaris is 45 degrees at the 45th north latitude? If I move 69 miles away south of that location, Polaris drops in the sky by 1 degree.
Does
That's
the angle-
reality. Okay.
Does the angle that we're talking about curve on either one of those axes?
No, it doesn't need to curve.
Oh,
What are you
so
talking
there's
about?
no curve to the angles? Well, if I was to do that, then I would assume that the plane that I'm navigating across was going to be flat.
I'm talking about flat Earth. I'm talking about assuming flat Earth.
If you're
Here's something.
talking about celestial navigation, Glow.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah, that's why you know,
It's funny how you're avoiding the question right now.
it's that's why you make your reading and then you do your dip angle correction and you remove the height of your observer down to the physical surface that you're referencing to get as level and flat of a reading as
Why are you
possible.
avoiding the question?
Why is that?
Why are you avoiding the
Why is
question?
that part of the process?
Avoided every question.
Why is that?
Yeah, why is
Okay.
that part of the process?
So if you actually do flat Earth math on the angle to Polaris,
What is
when you
flat
move,
Earth
when
math?
you move,
What's the difference in flat Earth math versus globe math?
because flat Earth math is just right triangle math.
What's the
it's
difference
not
between
linear.
globe math?
So if we use right triangle math on a flat Earth,
Our right
the
triangles
angle to
used
Polaris
in- our right
should drop
triangles
by 1
used in
degree when you move
elevation
69
angles,
miles south.
Globey.
So
are
why
right
doesn't it?
triangles used in celestial navigation for
Why does the angle to Polaris only drop by a half a degree when you move 69 miles south?
elevation angles use right?
I'm
angles?
asking you derps a question.
No, I'm asking you something because you seem to infer that there's some type of curvature somewhere.
No, I'm
With these
assuming
right
your
angles.
model right now, flat Earth, it does not work. If you move 69 miles south on flat Earth using flat Earth right triangles, you will not get 1 degree per 69 miles of drop of Polaris. You won't get it. I can show you the math right now, if you'd like.
You're gonna show
He
some
won't
type
believe
of
you because
perspective issue?
he doesn't believe longitude and latitude exist.
Well, luckily for him, he just has to know, trigonometry, which he doesn't know, but I can show him trigonometry.
Dude, he probably can't say trigonometry.
Don't
So
forget your
listen.
quad triangles.
It's so weird that it works on a globe because 24,901 miles of circumference
Weird that you
divided
guys
by
can't do it
360
on a globe.
degrees
It's
is
weird
1
that you
degree of
can't do it
69
on a
miles.
Spherical surface, and that you guys do the math on a flat plane.
Okay.
And you try to convert it into a globe because it
No,
doesn't
no
work
one
on
does
a
that.
globe.
No one does that.
Yeah, you guys do.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
So do you have an answer why it doesn't work with Polaris? Why doesn't your
I have no
math
idea
work?
what you're
It's so
talking
simple.
about.
It should
I have
work.
no
It's
clue
so
what
simple.
you're talking about, Globey.
I explained it. I mean, it was pretty straightforward.
I wasn't listening. You were yelling.
Oh, it's because no one would shut up.
Dude, if this is so meaningful to you, you should try to go to space.
Yeah, maybe you guys should send Witsit. He was ready to go.
Well, the last time we sent another flat earther to do something, you didn't believe it happened. So why should we do it again?
Well,
We
why
knew
don't you
it was
focus on the
bullshit
ones
to
that are
begin
willing to
with.
be your puppets?
We knew it was
Because
bullshit
you're the one that
before it
gives a
happened.
fuck. You got the live saying space is fake with exclamation points. I'm sitting here in my
You're the
basement
one
laughing
that's
my
here
ass off.
trying to defend your religion because your demons are triggered.
No, I actually come up here to laugh and to show how stupid you are in front of 60 people.
There you go.
Yeah. Pretty simple.
That's the
So
highlight
listen,
of your night.
if we know the
Yeah, it's
distance,
pretty great when I'm not really doing much else.
You've never felt big in front of that many people before?
Actually, I was an actor, so I
Listen.
B-roll
If we
in the
know the
building.
distance, God, I'll try one more time. If
All
we
right,
know the
let's do it.
distance
One more
between the
time.
North Pole, everybody listen your hardest. I won't yell, okay, so we can all listen.
Hold on, listen carefully is in here.
Everyone listen, sit down, listen, open your earballs.
Listen.
We know the distance between the North Pole and, say, New York.
How do you know that?
Measured
Where
distance.
from? Who went to the North Pole?
Measured. Lots of people. It's measured.
It's measured?
Like I
How
said,
did they,
Yes.
I measured it. I drove
Via
69 miles.
airplanes,
how did they
via
measure it?
boats, cartography for
Measure
thousands of
airplanes.
years.
Do you have a ruler, Fresh?
Yeah, Johnny,
So-
the longitude and latitude that we're discussing are flat Earth measurements, you goober, if you'd be paying attention.
Yeah, if I could find my freaking baby keys, I'd be shaking them right now. I don't know where
Dude,
they are.
just rattle.
So we know that distance because it's measured. That's a given. So then we do the angle to Polaris. That's just 45 degrees. We can use those two inputs to find the height of Polaris.
How do you find the height of Polaris?
Trigonometry. You have the distance over the
you're
surface
using trig to
and
find
the
height
angle.
of Polaris. How high is it?
Can
Yeah, it's a
you
right
guys
triangle.
define
How
trigonometry?
high is it?
I can tell you. You want to do the
How high
math?
is
They
that
don't
light
know
in the
Polaris. They're changing it to the tune of millions of miles. So
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Stop it with the bullcrap. Come on.
Let's do it. I'll do. I think I still have it saved in here.
Latitude is an
I just
actual
wanna know-
measurement
I think it's in here.
system. It's not a map. Sorry that you
Alright.
think longe and lat is a map.
So,
It's not a map.
the
It's something that
distance-
can be projected onto a map.
How did
It
they?
doesn't matter
how
what
did
the
they
shape of that
measure
map
the
is either. You can
distance?
project it onto anything.
How did they measure the
All
distance
right.
for the new world record on photography for
Pull
250
Arkansas.
miles?
How
did
do
they
they
measure
measure the distance
God,
on the
penis.
world record of photography? Globe, you want to look that one up?
Yeah.
too?
We used Google.
How
Earth,
did they find some 250 miles?
3329.
To be below over 5 miles below the curvature.
5
How
miles
did
of
they take a
curvature.
picture of that?
Ice wall.
Yeah,
how
we can
do
go
you
over that.
measure
That's
the
fine.
distance between your skull and your cranium.
Globy, dude, let the keyboard relax.
Oh, dude,
you
look
should
at
have
this.
this knowledge in your head.
All right, 40.7. I'm going to give you
Someone
exact
claim
numbers.
daddy to these rejects.
So-
I almost slipped up. You're a self-proclaimed daddy to these rejects, and you got to Google everything.
I'm pulling up a right angle triangle so I can calculator so I can pump in the latitude,
Are there
longitude
any
numbers to give you an
curvilinear
answer.
lines to that right angle?
So yeah, curvilinear. So we put 3329 in for the miles between the North Pole and New York.
Why?
Then, because that's a given,
Who
the
said that?
angle to Polaris from
Why
New
is
York
it
is
given?
40.7 degrees. That's the latitude. 40.7 degrees. All right. Maybe I turn my camera on. Make it easier.
That's not going to help. Your ugly face is going to ruin
Ah.
it.
So that gives us a height, height of the triangle. We have the base, we have the angle. It gives us a height of
Does the base curve?
2,863 miles.
base
So
curve
Polaris.
be
You can have a tangential line on a base.
Can a
So
triangle
this
have
is
a
flat
curve
Earth. We're
line?
talking flat Earth, not talking curves.
How do
Flat
you
Earth.
find the measurement of a curve?
We're talking
line?
flat Earth. I don't know why I have to keep saying that. You guys you can't process that.
Stop talking. Go ahead.
So we have a measured height of 2,863 miles. That's your measured Polaris height on flat Earth.
Who said that?
I just calculated it for you.
What the fuck you mean you just calculated?
Do I have to say it again? Do I need crayons? I will go get crayons.
Get the markers and show me how you calculated the height of Polaris.
Maybe take them out of your mouth and give me some, and I can
it's
draw
the
with.
crayon
I'm
that
out.
tastes
I'm out.
better, not the markers. How do you calculate the height of Polaris?
Okay, I'll do it again for the 5th time.
Thank
We
you.
know the measured distance of the base, which is the distance between 2 points on Earth. Then we know the angle to the Polaris from any latitude is the latitude, right? So if we're in New York as an example, which I used, that's 40.7 degrees. It's 40.7 north latitude. So we have the angle and the base. Now we can calculate the height using trigonometry. It's a flat Earth, remember? So now we
you don't
measured the
have
height.
An angle because you don't have
Just told you.
We're using a flat Earth.
It doesn't matter. You can't.
Stop saying Kobe linear.
I'm different than a lot of these other guys. Where's your? How are you right underneath Polaris?
Oh, you're different. Oh, you're different.
Are you just going to the North Pole?
Hey, Fresh.
Are you just claiming?
No, we're in New York. We're in New York, standing in New York.
How are you measuring where Polaris is?
Is this an
in
angle
New York.
flat surface? Is this an angle, Fresh?
How are you measuring where Polaris is?
I don't know how many times he's had to say it.
How are you getting directly below Polaris?
You're either dumb or troll. Which one is it?
How are you getting directly below Polaris?
I don't know how many times.
You're not below Polaris. You're in New York. You're at the base of the triangle.
How do you know where Polaris is?
Here. Let me revert. Maybe a picture will help. I know pictures help.
So
flat
you're
earthers.
using.
Here.
You're
We
not
are
measuring
here.
anything. You're using numbers and doing
Nope.
math.
I'm measuring the distance between the North Pole.
You're not measuring
In New York.
I'm
I'm going to talk really slow.
Miles away.
I'm going to talk really slow.
This is getting boring.
The angle between you and Polaris, which is up here, is 40.7 degrees. Okay, that gives us a height
What is
of
Polaris?
2,863 miles.
Who established the North Pole to New York?
Okay, now if we move 69 miles south, this angle should decrease because we're now further away from Polaris. Perspective makes it go lower, right? So it's going to get a smaller angle. So alpha will decrease. Now, in reality, that would decrease 1 degree. But on flat Earth, if we move 69 miles away, it does not lower by 1 degree. It lowers by 0.5 degree. What is 320? What's 3,000? Hold on, let me get my calculator out.
What are you doing?
3329 minus 69.
3329 minus 69?
Actually, 3329, we'll do plus 69. We'll add a degree. So we're 3398. I could have done that in my head. 3398. So now we're 3,398 miles away. We've just gone 69 miles further away from the North Pole. Okay, we don't know this angle anymore. We're going to calculate that angle, but we do know the height because we just calculated it. 2863 is the height of Polaris. We just calculated
think
that.
there's a pole on a flat Earth?
Nope, we're not talking about poles. We're talking about Polaris.
We're talking
They're
about
different.
flat Earth, and you're saying Polaris is under North Pole.
So we have.
Let me mention the North Pole.
Get back to my question: is how do you establish where the North is, where Polaris is? That's what my question was, but you
Hold on, I
ducked
need this
it
number again.
and kept on to your little
2863.
chant as if there's a North Pole on a flat
2863.
plane.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. There is a North Pole
I know
on the
you don't
flat
know what I'm
plane.
talking about because
There's a North Pole in the sun.
You're in
You guys
autonomous
admit
mode
there's a
right now,
North Pole on the flat plane.
You're
don't
in
you?
autonomous mode. There's no poles
33.
on the flat plane. You goof.
3398. Wait, there's no North Pole now?
There's no poles on the flat plane. You goof.
There's no North Pole?
There's no poles on the.
What's
flat
Polaris
plane.
over?
Why
That's
are
what I
you
just
saying-
asked you. How did you establish that?
What's Polaris positioned over?
That's what I was asking you. How did you establish that?
That's where Polaris is. It's the center
That's
of
your
Earth.
claim. How did you?
It's your
establish
claim.
that?
It's your fucking map. You
How did you
dingleberry.
establish that? That's not my map.
Yes, it
Flat
certainly
Earth
is. This is the
doesn't have a
Gleason map.
pole.
This is a flat Earth map.
Flat Earth doesn't have a.
So
map.
now you're claiming the
Doesn't
Polaris
have a
is
pole.
not in the center of your map?
There's no pole.
Okay, call it whatever you want. The center of flat Earth, the middle of flat
Is
Earth.
it tilted? No, it's not. Is it tilted?
Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to finish my
Okay,
point.
yeah.
So
So
now
it's-
we've moved back 69 miles, and the angle to Polaris is
So you're just doing
40.1
goober
degree.
math for goober purposes.
It's 40.1
Convince
degree.
Goobers about your gooberness.
But it should have been.
You're a goofy
It should have
goober. You're
been.
the king of the goofy goobers. And
It
you
should have been
always
39
What
degrees.
you guys do is you play
This is
blur
the
the
host
lines,
high.
just like Robin
I don't
does. Robin
understand.
I think the
you
host
guys
might,
can't
might
sit
be
there
medically.
and convince people.
I think he might be having a seizure right now. As
It's
we,
sad, man.
Sure, yeah.
This is sad how you guys do this.
Free. Adults are talking.
Okay.
Nathan's not
Hold
here.
on, we got somebody else.
So,
More
yeah, we got
people.
somebody else. So
This is just terrible, Glovey.
I would like someone. Well, we're not finished with this, right? Let's
Is
basic
this the one
plan.
you were trying to recreate converging shadows in your backyard? That was the best.
Yeah, remember when I did?
No, you didn't though. You created diverging shadows, right?
Diverging shadow.
Divergent
No,
shadows in the
converging.
back.
Isn't
Instead of-
converging and diverging the same thing, just depending on which way you're fucking looking at them?
Exactly, but if the sun and
Exactly.
the source is behind you, and the observer is in between, and the light
What?
source is to your back, then they should be diverging. But the shadows that were in question when we did that were converging, and you were trying to show diverging shadows as if you proved something.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but I'll prove everything wrong right now.
It was
Fresh, is
really
this your
sad.
map?
Yeah, here's your
No,
map. I got it
that's
too. Yeah, this is not your map now, guys.
No, we never claimed an. I mean, there may be some people that claim a map.
So
but I-
Polaris is not in the middle of this, and the stars don't spin
By the
around
way,
it.
what are these little lines going across the
Polaris
map?
is tilted, isn't it? It's like shifted a little bit.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, B. Liddy. What they did now is admit they don't have a map.
Look,
This is not their
doesn't
map.
matter.
Flat
He
Earth doesn't
gets
have a
mad.
fucking map.
He
So we
gets
got
mad
them
when
to admit
people say
that.
that part.
No,
All
matter
good.
of fact,
Actual facts of it.
matter of
So
fact,
how
it's
can
just-
how can you navigate thousands of years ago if Polaris was not above the north?
it's awfully it's awfully it's awfully convenient. It's awfully convenient. As soon as somebody brings up some kind of point to prove y'all wrong, you instantly say we don't have a map. We don't have this. We don't have that.
Let me ask you guys
No,
something.
I say that.
Hey, I gotta give a-
There's
I gotta give a shout out to-
certain maps.
I'm giving a shout out to the Toon followers. He's rebroadcasting this. So say hi to the world, dumb flurfs.
The furry father is in the building. Everyone shout out to the furry father tune himself.
Is this your wait, guys? Is this your flat? Is this your Earth?
Where are the elephants holding it up and the pillars and the big turtle?
Wait, let me look. Let me see if I can find another. Wait, let me know when I found your model.
This is
When I found your model.
Okay, so what we did is just prove that you don't have a map. Your flat map doesn't work with Polaris at all.
Is it tilted or is it in the center?
So what else you got?
Is it though?
You guys make me so catty. Glober.
Is it globy or is it
Is
not?
what? Is what?
Is it like tilted or not, or is it just straight above and it's all rotating around the center?
Tried to match it on the globe Earth, it will fit perfectly.
Let me ask you this:
If
Is
you're
this do you guys believe in Elephant Earth?
No, they believe in the
I
turtle.
believe in the globe.
It's the giant.
If you're standing in the center of flat Earth, Polaris is right over your head. That's
Do you
your
believe-
own model.
Do you
Where's
believe
the
the
center
turtle
of
and the
flat
elephants lift up the Earth?
Right here.
Where's the
Which
center
one?
of
Which?
flat Earth,
Let
though?
me just let me know when I've described the correct model.
That's the one. The sea
I'll teach you your own model if you want. That's fine.
Floating above the abysmal planet.
I like that one. The elephant's on the turtle holding it up.
And hey, you know what? Elephant Earth is still more believable than big, spinny, bouncy ball Earth. So.
Oh, Katie, stop it.
Yeah,
You would say
that's
that.
right.
You literally would say
Do you
that.
have a measurement of a radius yet, or no?
Nick,
You
have you
know.
gone and measured it? Have you gone and measured it, B. Liddy?
I
Was
did it
that
with
model
math.
spoon fed to you, B. Liddy? So
I
stop
did it
acting
with simple math.
like you have a one up on anyone. You didn't take a
Yes,
measuring
yes,
tape.
I've
You
measured it
didn't
with
go
simple
fucking
math.
measure it, B. Little.
How did you measure it, B. Liddy?
I
That's
told
a
you. Well, I told you.
calculation.
Well, Katie's gonna believe about circumference, but I told you that the circumference is 24,900, and I
You
basically
measured
just plugged in the number there
You
with the
flat Earth
circumference.
for yourself.
You measured that? How'd you do it?
Yeesh.
Plane, boat?
Well,
What'd you do?
because I traveled in a car 69 miles from 1 degree longitude to the next degree longitude, and then when I multiply that by 360, it equals 24,900.
Longitude doesn't have a set distance, so you're
It
saying
absolutely
about
does.
that.
Let me here. Ready?
Good job. See, this just shows how much Glovers don't even know.
Let me. It absolutely does, Katie. At the equator, longitude most definitely does have a set distance.
You said
I'm
it's
you guys' favorite
on the
flat
equator?
earther because I give you guys room to be here and be yourselves.
Hey, Katie, it definitely does have a
Thanks, bro.
distance. At the equator, it's 69 miles from one
At the
longitude to the
equator.
next.
Yeah. Is that what you said though?
Yes.
Yeah, you're on the equator.
Yes, I'm on the equator, and I went from 1 degree to the next, and it was 69 miles. And then what I did was I multiplied that by 360, and
Where
I got
on the
24,900.
equator?
Okay, so you didn't measure. You made a calculation. You didn't actually measure the exact circumference, did you?
Do you believe that there's 360
No.
degrees longitude,
I don't
Katie?
believe anything. I know
Oh
things.
my God! For fuck's sake!
Katie, do you believe that there is 360 degrees longitude?
No,
yes or no?
absolutely not. It's 480, bro. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
480? Dude, we...
Are you like the fact that you actually believe that I think that is ridiculous?
Katie,
a mockery
what's
of
the...
your country.
Katie, what is the full
Liddy,
degree of a circle?
I no shit, Sherlock. 360 fucking
Okay,
degrees.
so then why does
Oh my
why
God.
does 24,900 not work?
We gotta go
Oh,
check the
like
girls.
Victorian line? Right.
Why does 24,900 not work?
Yeah.
What is?
Sure, if you were to do that, but you didn't measure the entire equator. You didn't measure it at all.
You don't need to measure, Katie.
Everybody
Why-
says
wait,
Oh my God, you Liddy! Holy fuck!
Hey, I
Wait,
can make math tomorrow.
Wait, do you think you have to measure the entire world to be able to get an accurate measurement from base values? Wait a minute.
I gotta measure it.
Wow, really? To make a positive claim about that shit, about every distance, fuck yeah.
Hey, Katie.
So you're saying you
Katie.
can't use math at all? You're saying you can't use any sort of math to be able to
I'm not saying you can't use math. Why are you taking it to this? I hate when Globers do this dumb shit, because you know what? You don't have any curve.
You sound angry that I've proven you wrong.
No, I'm not.
We don't have curve.
You don't have curve. Hold on, one at a time.
360
I
times
know you
69.
all one at a time.
What are you drawing?
Wait,
Katie.
I'm really interested. Katie, are you saying that we shouldn't use math at all? Like, is math just a big?
Did I say anything about math, or did you bring math up? Listen.
But I swear, I thought I just heard you say something. Because when I said
Did I say anything about math?
Katie,
I
said about math.
genuinely, hold
I
on,
said
listen,
I'm
hold on a
talking
second,
about
listen.
making measurements, bro. Why are you
One
so fucking
second,
lit?
1 second.
Why are
Katie,
you so triggered?
Because you said we can't. You have to measure it.
Katie, at
I
the
think
equator,
that's
it's
okay.
objectively
Accurate, precise.
69 miles from one longitude to the next. It is. Can we agree?
I don't know. I've never been there. Have you made that measurement?
Yes.
Okay, you have.
Yes.
I'm not fat.
You're full of shit, but go ahead.
I'm not full of shit. So it's 69 degrees. So if there's 360 degrees longitude that go around the Earth, and 1 degree from 1 to 2 is 69, why can't I do that times 360?
They go around the equator. Sure, but you can't say that that's an exact, precise measurement because you didn't
Why?
measure anything yourself.
What? But that doesn't matter. Why? It's not going to be different from 1 degree to the next. It's not going to be different at the equator.
Right. Okay. Woohoo! Oh my God! Look,
How do you know
all
that?
I'm
How
saying
have you
is, if you're
established-
claiming a precise measurement, that yes, actually measuring it's required. I'm not fucking an idiot.
I
You guys
did
are taking
measure.
it
It
somewhere
was
doesn't even
69
go.
miles
Shut up,
at the
Liddy. You
equator.
can't even go make that measurement. So stop. I'm already
It
tired
was
of your
at the
bullshit.
equator. It was 69 miles.
You
Katie.
didn't go to the equator, B. Liddy.
Why do you not believe I went to the equator?
Because it's not a physical location.
It actually is physical location. But Katie, I
It's
did
a line
go
in
there
the
at
ground that
69
you can
Make a
miles.
point, though. Why do you have to lie to make a point?
Katie,
I like flour
Katie.
better.
Okay,
Doesn't-
how
she
about
didn't
this,
deny
Katie?
it.
If you don't believe me, would you believe something if I looked it up?
No, dude.
No, what
Yeah,
the
I'm
fuck
asking
talk
Katie.
about it. All on, once
Jesus.
more, hold on, for the 5th time. If you're
You
going to
need to
say you made
take
a
some meds,
calculation, then
lady.
say you made a calculation.
You're too litty right now.
Relative, we're not floating around.
That was useful. Thank you for that.
Relative, we're not floating around.
That was useful. Thank you for that interjection.
Thank you, George.
You'll
Yeah,
Just get extremely high out of my mind so I can ignore reality and just be high in my bed. Pretend the earth is flat. Got
There
it.
you go. Get you some fresh
Is
grown
there
flowers.
anything wrong for me doing this, Katie? Is there anything wrong for me saying miles? Is that
Yeah, there
correct
is.
or correct?
Where's 1 degree?
100% there's something wrong with you doing it because it's
Talking to you
imaginary.
flat.
Your tropical cancer
I'm not
line's
talking
imaginary.
about
Your
flat. I'm
longitude
talking
and
to
latitude lines are
I'm
imaginary.
talking to Katie.
So, what's the matter? You don't. What's the matter? What's the matter? I know you're talking
Well,
to
I
Katie.
talk.
If you can logically come to the conclusion that you can measure imaginary lines and then have standing. How do you get that? Your lines are
Because-
imaginary and you think you're solid gold? How?
Because
You're
longitude
appealing to
lines,
complexity.
because longitude lines measure a certain distance on the Earth.
This is what we call
They're
an appeal to
imaginary.
authority,
They're
B lady.
imaginary. They don't exist. They're not real.
It's not appealing to
So
anybody's
where's
authority.
the
I'm
authority
appealing
on
to
it? It's not real.
Google answers on Google. Google does not run
Exactly. You're
this.
So you've
appealing
got
to
nothing-
the authority
you've
of
got
Google
nothing
and
but
people
arbitrary-
that have measured it.
Hey guys, can I show you something on the big screen, please?
Katie,
So we stop arguing about random.
What don't you
Garbage.
understand about me saying that's a calculation, not an actual, exact, precise
Okay.
fucking measurement?
Here's a measurement. Here's a measurement, Katie.
That's a calculation, just like she's saying.
There
And
it
the only
is.
way you get that calculated
Holy fuck.
measurement
Guys,
is
here's
because
a
you have
calculation, Katie.
GPS.
Yeah,
And
calculation.
flat. Here we go. So we have a theodolite here at 90 degrees. And I want you to tell me why, when we look through this theodolite, and I'm
How
going
far is it? How far
to just
is
fast forward it for you a little bit.
How far is this
Is there a
region?
way
Since
to
I know
do
attention-
something without asking a question in the middle of an
I know attention spans are short. So
How far is the reading that's being
Is there a
taken?
way to listen without asking random
I can tell you in a
questions?
second. Hold on.
Is that Baron? If that's Baron,
Nope.
I'm gonna drop you.
Nope.
Better not be.
So
Calculations.
I'll try to pause it here. Oh, hold on. It's hard to pause. There it is.
Looks like
So-
Baron. Is that your theodolite? Is that yours?
Yeah.
Yes
Yeah.
or no? This is your observation.
No, it's not my observation.
Oh, it's not his.
I don't live in the
It's not
mountains.
your theodolite, is
He
it?
let his friend
No,
borrow
it's
the
not.
theodolite.
Okay. So this mountain is below where this theodolite is,
That doesn't mean
measurably,
anything.
by GPS locations.
Yeah, quote, if you
I'm sorry,
increase your
it's-
magnification, you will increase
won't
your
stop.
So you're arguing. I haven't even told you what's going on yet, but you're arguing with me.
Your buddy that thinks he's a flat earther
got
or
it.
a globe earth observer.
So this mountain is taller than where they
But all
are.
you have to do is just increase your magnification and you'll increase your accuracy. So lack of accuracy is not equivalent to curvature. Thanks for trying.
Yeah, lack of accuracy.
Yes, as Baron Rutledge said, if you increase the
Do not put words in Baron Rutledge's mouth.
No,
okay?
that's his verbatim quote. If you
Yeah,
increase
sure it
your
is. Okay.
magnification, you will increase your accuracy. End quote.
So here we have a telescope. It's literally a telescope
Was in his live,
pointed at a
what
mountain.
You're doing. He was showing that there was a distance between the crosshair's target and the top of the mountain. He said if he keeps it at this specific magnification, he can put his thumb between the top of the mountain and where the crosshairs are. But if he changes the lens and increases his magnification, it increases his accuracy, and he can barely put a piece of paper between the top of the mountain and the crosshair. So what he's saying is the lack of accuracy is either not equivalent to curvature or can be magically curved, can be magically adjusted.
This is classic
with
flat earther
magnification.
lying tactics.
So
That's all that
what type
says.
of dressing do you use on your word salad?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. This is
what's
just
the
a
measure
flat
distance
earther
that you
lying
ever
about
measured?
observations
What's
does
the
not make the
distance on that
observations
reading?
incorrect.
What's the distance on that reading?
Okay. Theodolites don't magically change
What's the
because you
distance on
zoom
that
them in.
reading? And why are
Otherwise,
doing
you
it?
wouldn't be
Why
able
are
to
you shooting
survey
outside of
anything,
the-
would you?
Why are you shooting outside of the limitations of that equipment?
You're not shooting out.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What's the distance on that?
It's a
reading?
telescope.
Yes,
It's
sir.
literally a powered
You said
optic.
it was a theodolite.
Yeah, and what do you think we're looking through?
I put a theodolite.
What is a theodolite? What is a theodolite? Why don't we start with
Is
that?
it a theodolite or is it a telescope?
What's the
First of all,
distance
can
on
we
the
say
reading?
theodolite?
I love how you guys ask for curvature measurements and then deny all curvature measurements. It's hilarious.
It's on the reading, bro.
I can
Say it.
Here.
You don't
Wait,
have
so
any.
hold on.
Oh, look, there's.
I want to know
Barron's-
why,
Barron's
guys. I want to know
calculator.
why. I
It's
want to know
Mr.
why
Barron.
I can't take a ruler and measure 1 foot and
Globey,
extrapolate.
you're
times
gone.
that.
Globey's gone. You guys just lost Globey for him lying and being deceitful
Okay.
and drinking
Well,
Barron's.
I gotta go. I wanted to ask Katie
and
one
then
more
getting
thing.
debunked
To say
with
he's
Barron's
lying, being
own quotes.
deceitful, you would have to prove that. So you're making an assumption because it goes against your fucking narrative. So don't call someone a liar unless you got receipts to fucking back it, bro. How
Who are you
about
talking
that?
to?
B Liddy, you can shut your mouth. I'm over you, dude. Seriously.
Why?
If you can hear me,
What I want, Katie,
You
I
need to lie about going to the equator and measuring 69 miles between two
Katie.
lines of longitude, right? And you guys didn't say shit about that, did you?
Okay, but listen, why can't I, Katie? Why can't I take a ruler, measure 1 foot, and then multiply that foot by a certain amount and get a number? Why am I not allowed?
Who said you
Because
couldn't-
you're not
couldn't do
using
that?
a
Because you-
ruler over
who
the
said you
surface.
Because
couldn't
Katie,
lie?
you said I couldn't. I said I measured
not
You couldn't
69
if you
miles.
make an actual precise measurement of something. Yes, you need to actually measure the entire thing.
My
That's
car
all I was
measures how
saying.
far. Okay,
You're making
I
a
got you.
calculation.
You're not
I
driving
got
the
you.
car.
excited.
My car, Katie, I got you. My car measures how far I go when I'm in it.
You're
Tells
not
me
driving your
the amount
car
of
to the
miles.
equator.
Yeah, that's a measurement.
Okay, that's a measurement. So if I go in my car and I measure and I drive from one longitude to the next, that's going to be 69 miles. Now, why can't I multiply that by 360 to get 24,900? Why am I not allowed to do that?
Why
Yes.
are you still saying that I said
It's
that at all?
arbitrary.
You told me I'm not allowed to do that. You said I have to
I
do
said
that.
that's not a measurement, bro. It's not a precise
It's
measurement. That's a
arbitrary
calculation.
math.
I'm not saying you can't. The fuck?
It's an extrapolation.
Right, an extrapolation. But Katie, we can agree that the equator is a circle, correct? Okay, so a circle has 360 degrees, correct?
So
why are you saying that distance is not correct if 1 degree of that distance is 69 miles?
Right. I'm saying that's a calculation. You're not making an actual measurement of the entire equatorial line is all I'm fucking saying.
I get it. I'm not physically driving the line, Katie. Katie, I get it. I'm not physically driving the line, but why is that line not going to equal
32
times?
Did I not explain this like 5 times?
Katie, you've had.
How do you get 32 time zones in the South?
Katie, you've explained to me that,
Katie,
I need to physically measure something.
Tell him to explain that, Katie.
I've heard.
Since he only wants to talk to Katie, please ask him how he has 32 time zones in the South, but not in the North. Have him explain that, Katie.
I don't know. I'm not talking about time zones right now, Dr. Flat. Katie, just focus for a second.
You should, because you're talking about driving 69 arbitrary miles and marking it, and then thinking that's your globe because you can drive 69 miles and mark it.
But okay, listen. What I'm asking is, Katie, you agreed that a circle has 360 degrees. And if 1 degree of that circle is 69,
don't tell me what to do.
Why can't I not get the distance of that circle by multiplying by 360?
You could, and that's a calculation.
Okay,
sure.
that's a calculation.
But you didn't even go to that equator.
But that would be a flat circle.
Right, it's a flat circle.
Yeah, that's not a sphere.
Arbitrary
but a
math.
circle,
It's
yes,
not.
I get it. That's a circle. Okay,
So that's not a sphere.
That circle, okay, that circle is the measurement of the equator. It is.
Like talking to a bunch of chickens.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Katie.
one-on-one. I would have liked that better.
Exactly
So
a
you're
circle. I
saying
didn't literally take a ruler and go around the
So, thanks.
equator circle. Okay.
Like talking to a bunch of chickens.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Batteries.
Is it based off of a flat circle?
Can I
Is the distance on a flat plane from center point?
What are you talking about right now? I'm just trying to get the circumference to agree with. I'm trying to get you guys to agree that the circumference is 89. I'm trying to get you guys to see it.
Sailing off the world's edge in the breeze. No gravity, no satellite seas. Just believe in your fantasies. Yelling about conspiracies in the night, while we orbit the truth in plain sight. So stubborn, so wrong, it's quite a plight. You believe you can shine the light.